Hey ladies, namaste, I'm Jade Ocean. So today we're going to be doing sort of a full body flow, kind of just to open up and build a little bit of energy throughout the entire body. So we're going to hit pretty much everything, nothing too intense, but we will be opening some stuff up and activating some muscles. So make sure that you have a bolster today, a couple of blocks if needed to create some space, and then also a blanket to sit up on. And then always have water. You know, when you're pregnant, we tend to be a little bit more dehydrated, so always take water, drinks of water as needed. So grab your stuff and I'll meet you. So let's grab our bolster and we're going to come up to an easy seated pose. So we just want to sit elevated. So grab your bolster or pillow, whatever you have, and then just take a seat right at the top, closer towards the edge. We want to sit up nice and tall. We're going to cross the legs. You can come into Baddha Konasana with the feet together, whatever feels beautiful for you in this moment, meaning whatever feels good. So bring your hands just softly to your thighs. I'm going to come into half lotus pose. This just feels really nice because it allows my knees just to really sink forward here and down below my hips. Take a full breath in and exhale. Again, breathe in. Think of lengthening that breath between each vertebrae with each inhale, creating space in the spine and lengthen the body. And exhale, allowing yourself to settle and soften on the exhales. So softening the tensions in the body. Just notice if you're clenching anywhere, just gripping onto strength, you're holding any strength anywhere, just letting that go, just noticing it, and then just allowing yourself to soften for now for this practice. Deep full breath in through the nose and exhale out through the mouth. Just letting everything go, any worries, any thoughts of to-do lists for today, for tomorrow, just in general, anything that keeps coming to the head and creating this whirl of emotions. We're just going to notice that it's there and just let swim on by for right now. And let's bring our hands right to our baby. So allow your shoulders to be soft, your elbows to be soft. Again, continue to draw the breath in between the spine, creating that space. And then exhale. Again, softening all the muscles, allowing the mind to become still, soft, and a sense of just clarity for now, spacious in the mind as well. So let's draw the breath down to the belly. So really think of that breath coming in through the nose. And if it's hard to breathe through the nose, which does happen during pregnancy or wintertime, go ahead and use your mouth. It's perfectly fine, whatever works for you. I just want to make sure you're able to breathe. There's no restrictions there. So breathe in and drawing that breath all the way down, that energy all the way down to your baby's home in the womb. So feeling with your hands on your belly, feeling your belly just expand, your baby expand right into your hands on the inhale. And exhale, feel it just decompress right back into the body. And inhale, allow your shoulders to be soft. Notice if your legs keep trying to tense up here. Maybe if you're holding tension in the face, take a couple more breaths with your hands to your baby. And drop your chin down. Keep thinking of drawing that space up through the back of the neck, so we're still lifting the spine up. Making sure that we have this natural curvature in the spine, so we're not rounding, hunching forward or backwards. You want to find a nice, comfortable position here. Notice if you're balanced on both sides, always adjusting yourself to work for your body in this moment, right? Because things change every day, whether it's thoughts, whether it's feelings, everything's always changing. So just really making sure we stay in tune with our bodies, in tune with our minds, and approach that with love and just honor, just noticing it, and then working with what it is. And let's release the hands right back down to the thighs. Take another deep breath in. You can bring the crown of the head back up, sitting up nice and tall, and exhale. Again, letting go of anything that does not serve you right now. So We're going to extend our arms out to the side. So just really wide. Think of energizing out, creating length, creating space, always maintaining or creating space, and then trying to maintain that. Reach the arms straight up overhead. We're reaching through the side body. Notice that grounding sensation with your sitting bones into your bolster, with your legs being soft into the floor. So whatever's touching the floor of the bolster, that's your foundation, that's your roots. Growing from there. And then exhale, we're just going to cactus the elbows just out to the side. Keep your baby lifting into your body. Keep lifting from below as well. So like you're pulling the bolster up. And then inhale to reach back up. Exhale, cactus those arms out. Notice that stretch maybe in the bicep area. Inhale, reach the arms up. Exhale, float those elbows down. Again, like wave-like motions, not necessarily stiffness here, so we don't have to be robots creating this box arms. We can let it fly. So just finding that sense of freedom, maybe just no rules, no has to be's, just allowing yourself to organically move. And just keep moving with your breath. So exhale, bring it down, inhale up. Exhale, bring it down. Just flying the arms up and down, noticing maybe the shoulders are starting to build a little bit of feeling sensations. Good. One more time. Bring it up. Have your hands facing each other. Releasing the arms down. Shake the shoulders out just a sec here because they may be feeling a little bit like, oh, what are you doing to me? Okay, let's take a deep inhale. Reach the right arm's going to come straight up. And then just begin to open the right side up. So not necessarily feel like you're pulling the hand towards the left side, but you're just really opening, creating space in that right side. So those ribs over there, think of drawing that energy into your ribs, still lifting the left ribs up, creating space even where we're tipping. And then exhale, release that arm down. We're going to do the same thing with the other side. Reach the left arm up. Draw that breath right, all that space right into those left ribs there. Exhale, release it down. Inhale, so we're just going to reach side to side. Inhale, brings it up. Exhale, brings it down. Notice if the legs are trying to tense up. They always have a way of trying to butt in. So just letting them know it's okay. You can remain soft here. Keep reaching. Moving with your breath, nice and steady. Always maintaining the pace that works for you. We're all different, right? And we're different, like I said, day to day. So just notice where you're at today. One more reach. Let's bring the hand down. Reach both arms up. We're going to twist to the left side just from the torso. So again, letting the legs be soft. And then release the hands down, front and back. Bring them right back up. Come through neutral. Twist the other way. Release the hand, front and back. Bring them back up. We're just going to turn. Good. Release it down. Keep going. Lift them up. Turn. Twist it down. Keep this momentum going. This repetitive movement that we're creating in our body of feeling safe and flowy. Feeling, like I said, free. Light, a sense of lightness, but also grounding, right? We feel like we're stable below. We built that balance with our body before we even went to this, which is always really important. One more time, twist, release, come right back up. And then release your hands down. Let's just bring our hands right to Anjali, right to prayer. Drop your chin, just honoring yourself for taking this time for you and your beautiful little baby inside of you to have this time to connect, for you to breathe deeper and focus on becoming still within. Deep full breath in, release the hands down. Good, just sway it out. Just move your torso just right to left, like you're creating these sideways waves, right? So we're rocking our baby just side to side, using a little bit of the obliques here. So we're not falling into each side. We're just keeping that space as we just roll the shoulders side to side, just moving gracefully. Again, feeling like we're lightweight here. So almost like the breeze is shifting us side to side. Trying to create that breath with movement. or rather, should I say, moving with your breath, right? So we don't want to go past what the breath is capable of. Especially during pregnancy, we want to keep that breath full. We never want to be huffing and puffing. Our baby needs that. All right, let's come back to neutral. Okay, go ahead and move our bolster just off to the side again. And then you can turn around, you can grab your blocks and just place it to the top of the mat here. We're just going to come into tabletop position. So have your hands, Barmanasana, have your hands under your shoulders, spin your triceps back, spread those fingers nice and wide. We're going to have our knees right under our hips. Grab your blanket and then just place it under the knees here. We just want to make sure that we have enough padding under the knees because we have a little bit more, pressure into the knees when we're upright in them. So take a full breath and exhale. Let's just sway the hips and the head side to side, just organically moving, just feeling your body out, rolling your baby around, maybe in these little circular motions with your belly. No right or wrong way to do this. We're just moving with what feels good here. And then let's come back to neutral. Let's go ahead and make sure those hands are right underneath the shoulders. We're going to extend the right leg straight back. Keep those toes curled on the floor, and we're just going to rock forward and backwards. So we're opening up the forearms here, the wrists, but what we're doing is really opening up the calf muscles, the Achilles, creating a little mobility in the ankle, right? We're teaching it to soften. Take a full breath, really squeeze that right glute. Think of pulling that hip down so it doesn't rise up or the left hip doesn't pull out to the side. So you want to pull the hips towards the midline here. Keep breathing. And then let's lift that right heel up just in line with our glute. Keep pulling baby in. Keep energizing out that left heel. Keep that leg straight. We're going to cross it over the left leg, tap it on the floor, and then just bring it all the way out to the side. Tap it on the floor. So we're going to lift it up, creating these rainbows with our leg. And just keep moving it side to side. Keep the breath going. Just a few times here. Keep energizing through the heel. Just tapping the floor with your toes. Bring it out to the side. Bring it up. Cross it over. Tap. Just keep going. Okay, one more time, and then we're just going to extend that foot out all the way to the side here. So your arch is in line with your left knee. Take a breath. Have your toes on the floor so the inner edge of your foot is on the floor right now. Roll the spine up, letting our fingertips drag towards us as we roll our body all the way up. Arms are going to extend up. Full breath in. Think of pulling that right leg bone right into the hip socket. Left hip is pulling in, so find your center. Keep lifting your baby from below and then into your body, right? And then release that right hand down, and then we're just going to reach, opening that left side up. Deep breath in. Exhale, cactus that arm out like we did in the beginning. Inhale to reach it up. Exhale, cactus it out. Inhale, reach it up. Exhale, cactus it out. Inhale, reach, cactus. One more time, and cactus it out. Both arms can come straight up overhead. Full breath in. And then let's exhale, release the hands right back down to the floor. Let's bring that right knee in, shake it off, and then let's do the same thing on the other side. So let's extend that left foot out straight behind us. We're energizing through the heel. Toes are curled. Spread those fingers. Full breath in, keep breathing. Find that movement and breath connection. Keep that left glute strong here. You can have your right foot, the top of the foot pressing into the floor. And then let's lift that heel up. Deep breath in. We're going to cross it over the back of the left, tap it on the floor, bring it out to the side, tap. Bring it up, cross it over the right, tap. And then same thing out to the side, tap. Let's keep going a few more times, nice and slow. Keep pressing that leg back. So we want to make sure we're energizing back through the heel. We don't want to bend the leg. Keep your baby lifting up into your body. One more time, extend it out to the side. Come down onto the inner edge of the feet. Make sure your arch is in line with your right knee. We're going to roll all the way up. Drag those fingertips coming all the way up to our Parigasana, so our gate pose. And then exhale, release that left hand down very softly. Keep a subtle bend in that left knee. We're gonna reach up to open the right side up. Exhale, cactus it out. Inhale, pull that sacrum into the body. Exhale to cactus it out. Inhale to reach it up. Exhale, cactus it out. Where can you find space here? Working on this balance and this strength. Where can we find the softness in this? Keep breathing. Inhale, extend. Exhale, cactus. Inhale, extend. Exhale, cactus. Inhale, extend. And then exhale, bring both arms up. And then exhale, release the hands down. We're going to bring that left knee in. Good, you guys. Are you still with me, I hope? All right, so make sure your blocks are here. We're going to bring them in and then bring our hands to the top of the blocks. We're going to curl the toes under, so make sure that you have sturdy blocks for this. Otherwise, you can just come onto the floor and keep your knees bent. We're going to come into our Adho Mukha Svanasana pose, so our down dog. If you're on blocks, be sure they're not going to move. If they are, like I said, make sure you're on the floor. If you're on blocks, bring the bottom of the palm towards the edge, and then we're going to curl the back toes to lift the knees straight up, right into our down dog, and then open that stance up just a little bit here. Want to make sure we maintain that space for our baby. So you can bend your knees, lift those heels, press into the blocks or into the floor, spin the triceps back, open the shoulders up. So we want to maintain that feeling of space in the neck, and then let the head just drop here and shake side to side. Take a full breath here and exhale. Inhale. Let's begin to walk forward very carefully, walking over your blanket. Forward fold, so nice wide stance here. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. One more time. Press into the feet. Roll yourself all the way up. Arms are going to come up. And then exhale, you're just going to swan dive the hands as you hinge forward from the hips, right back to your forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Let's press right into our blocks, and we're going to step back with that left foot. So press down, deep full breath here, and exhale. Maybe walk that right foot up. Make sure that it's on the side of your right block. We're going to press into that right hand and just reach out to the side. Maybe you begin to twist towards that left side. Keep that left leg energized away from the floor here. And then exhale, release that hand down. Good, and then we're going to step, pressing into the right foot. We're going to step right back up with our left foot. Deep full breath, and then exhale to forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold again. Inhale, halfway lift. Let's press right back into the blocks. We're going to step back with the right foot this time. Take a full breath. Make sure that left foot's on the side of that left block. Deep, long, full inhale. And exhale. Maybe you extend the right hand out to the side, and maybe you begin to open up towards the sky, towards the right side. And exhale, release it right back down. Press into your left foot. Very carefully walk that right foot up. Again, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. And exhale, forward fold. Okay, let's roll all the way up. Arms are going to come up. And bring your hands right to Anjali. Inhale, arms come up. Exhale, forward fold. Let's step back with the left foot this time. Let that left knee collapse. Uncurl the toes. Full breath here. And exhale. Inhale. Maybe we press from the thigh to come all the way up to our Kapyasana, so our low lunge here. Inhale, both arms are going to come up. And then exhale, fly them down. Inhale, all the way up. Exhale, fly them down. Inhale, all the way up. And exhale, fly them down. All the way up. Good. Making sure that we're lifting our front hip bone. So really lift, pull, elongating that tailbone down. Pull baby in. Think of pulling the legs together, really lifting through the center of the body all the way up. Let's exhale, extend the arms just out to the side and let them float down. And then again, coming right back up. Keep that balance. Exhale, let's just keep going with this flying sensation up. Good. Keep it moving. Exhale, bring it down. And one more time, we're gonna fly it up. And then exhale, we're gonna just hinge the body forward. Let that leg just come into a nice deep stretch here in that back psoas. So we wanna really open that hip up. And then exhale. Let's curl the back toes. Lift that left leg. Good, stay here. Exhale. And let's press into that front leg. Bring that left foot right back up to our forward fold. Exhale. Inhale, halfway up. Exhale. Inhale, halfway up. And let's press into the hands. Step back with the right leg. We're going to bring that right knee to the floor. Uncurl the toes. Very carefully, maybe use your thigh to get yourself all the way up, right back into Kapyasana. Find your setup. Pull those side hips in. Elongate that tailbone down so we're not dipping into our lower back. During pregnancy, we tend to pull forward a lot in the lower back, so we want to try to counter that. So really lifting baby into your body. Exhale, extend those arms down. Inhale, fly it right back up. Keep going. Down for the exhale. Fly it up for the inhale. Down for the exhale. Keep those shoulders away from the ears. Find that strength here and find that softness. Where can you be graceful? Use your breath. Stay steady. One more time. Bring it up. Fly those arms down, hinging forward. Really dip into that front leg. Make sure that heel's in front of the knee. Allow that psoas, so that front hip flexor in the right leg, to really stretch out here. Be really careful. Don't go too far. We never want to go too far when we're pregnant. It's not about creating so much of stretching, but we want to create more stability here and awareness with strength. All right, let's curl the back toes, lift that back leg, carefully press into that front heel and step up with that right foot. Take a breath and exhale. Let's lower the hips all the way down. You can bring one block to sit all the way down on here, right into our wide low squat. So go ahead and open the knees and the feet so they're pointing the same direction. We're going to bring our hands right to Anjali and then just open with the elbows on the inner thighs. Deep breath in, sit up nice and tall, and exhale. Inhale again, and then exhale. Good, softening the breath. Let's extend the right hand just out to the side past the toes. You can very softly touch the floor. Open that left hand out. Maybe it looks like this, just out to the left side. Maybe you can twist a little bit here, reaching towards the sky. Exhale or bring it right back to Anjali. Take a breath and exhale. Let's release the left hand down and do the same thing. So right hand can come out to the side. Maybe you can bring it up towards the sky. There's no right and wrong way. We just want to feel what feels right for us. Release the hand down, coming right back to Anjali. Press into those palms. Notice that energy building throughout your body. Keep lifting baby up here. Let's bring hands right down to the floor. We're going to bring the toes forward again, the knees forward, and then we're just going to lift the hips right back. Grab your block, place it right back for your hands. Forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, let's press into the heels. We're going to sink our hips back, coming into our Utkatasana, so chair pose. Deep full breath, and you may want to stand up a little bit higher. We want to keep the shins pressing back, knees behind the toes. Keep pulling your baby into your spine, so you're allowing your hip flexors to soften here. Use your quads, but we don't want to be dipping, so allow your arms to come forward if you need to. Good. Inhale one more time here, and exhale, forward fold. We're going to press into the right foot, step back with the left foot, pivot that left heel down, and then spin the arms all the way open to our warrior two, so our Vira two. Full breath here. Make sure your knee and your front toe are pointed forward. Energize out through the outer edge of that back leg. Really strong in that back leg. Think of pulling the mat apart here. Full breath in. Arms are extending straight out to the sides. Shoulders are turned to the left side here. Inhale, begin to straighten that front knee, pressing through that big toe. Arms come up. Exhale, sink it back into your Vira 2. Inhale, bring it right back up. Exhale, sink it back down. Inhale and exhale. Again, fluid movement here. And exhale. Keep that stability. Keep that form. Inhale, right back up. Staying here. Exhale, let's bend it right back down to our Vira 2. We're going to release that left hand behind us very softly in the back thigh. Keep pressing that thigh into the hamstring, and then we're going to flip the front palm and then begin just to reach, opening that right rib up. And then exhale, we're going to spin it, bringing your elbow just softly onto this thigh. Reach that left hand overhead. Deep breath in, keep pressing that left leg out. And then exhale, come right back to your Vira. Spin it all the way down. Bring that left heel up. Press into that front leg one last time. And then bring that left foot back. Take a break here. Inhale, halfway up. And exhale, forward fold. Let the head be soft. Keep the knees bent. All right, halfway up. Let's press into the hands. We're going to step back with that right foot. So keep all the weight in the left foot. Step right back, right foot. Pivot that right heel down. And then spin those arms open. Right to our Vira 2. Turning to the right side here. Extend those arms out. Think of pulling that left glute underneath, right? We're pulling the mat apart. So really energizing through the legs. Keep that knee in line with those toes, okay? Those second toes. Make sure your shin is not pressing forward. You want to keep the knee above or behind the heel. Full breath in. Begin to straighten that front knee. Bring the arms up. Exhale, fly it down, Vira 2. Inhale, straighten that leg. Exhale, fly it down. Inhale, straighten the leg. Make sure you keep a soft, subtle bend in the knee. Don't lock that leg out. Inhale, bring it up. Exhale, fly it down. Inhale, bring it up. Exhale, fly it down. Inhale, up. Exhale, fly it down. Inhale, up, stay here. Strengthen the legs, stay with me. And then exhale, fly it back down. We're gonna release that right hand back. Flip that left palm, reach behind us, deep breath, drawing that energy into the left ribs, and then we're just gonna turn all the way back to our Vira 2 and bring that left elbow right down to the thigh, reach up overhead with that right arm. Deep breath into the right ribs. Good. Exhale, right back to our Vira 2. Let's spin the arms down, lift that back heel. This feels nice. And then let's press that left foot back this time. So a little soft plank here, deep breath in, press it right back to your Adho Mukha. Take a breath. If you need to grab water right now, grab some water. Bend the knees. Let's just walk forward very carefully here. Okay, and we're just gonna roll all the way up. Arms are gonna come up. Bring your hands right to Anjali. Release your hands down. We're just gonna turn and then take a nice wide stance here, coming into a straddle pose, straddle standing pose. So Prasarita pose. So let's keep the knees a little bit soft, lift those front thighs up, and sealing the outer edges of the feet. Make sure that your feet are both parallel to each other, pointing forward. You can have them coming in just a little bit. Deep, full breath, lift those front quads up. So it's a very subtle movement, you can't really feel it. We're just gonna begin to tip from the hip bones forward. And then coming all the way down. Release your hands down. Maybe you wanna grab a block here, just to have your hands on top of. Very soft, hinging from the hips. Think of really opening those hamstrings up. Let your head be soft. Maybe you sway your head side to side. Inhale, halfway up. And exhale, forward fold. Again, inhale. And then exhale. Let's walk our hands, and we're just gonna walk, keeping our left hip right where it is. We don't want it to come with us. And we're just gonna walk our hands to the outside of the left leg. Take a breath here. Think of reaching through that right side body. So notice that little side bend, side stretch here. Stay for the exhale. And maybe you're up here. You don't have to come all the way to that outside of the foot. And then exhale, let's very carefully walk it back. Inhale, halfway up. Exhale, fold it back down. Same thing, we're just gonna tippy toe our fingers towards that right side. Really opening up that left side body. Keep that right hip pulling in towards the midline here. Keep lifting your baby up, opening those hamstrings to the back. Back to center. Let's inhale halfway up. Exhale, fall forward. Bring your hands to your elbows and just let your arms hang here. Let your head be soft. One full deep breath in. And exhale. Let's bring our fingertips to the floor. We're going to bend the knees, bring your hands to our hips, and very carefully, maybe you bring your hands onto your thighs. Stand all the way up. Let's bring the arms all the way up. Let's exhale. Let's pivot those heels in. So our toes are going to be pointed towards those corners of the mat, knees as well. Arms are going to come up. And then exhale, sink it down. Draw your hands right to Anjali. Stay right here. Inhale, bring it up. And exhale, bring those hands down. Stay with me. Think of lifting through the center of the body. Bring your hands right to your baby. Keep breathing. Keep using the strength in your legs here. Let's bring the arms up. Let's release the left hand down. We're just going to keep reaching overhead with the right arm. And then we're going to switch it out. Right arm's going to come down. We're going to reach up overhead with the left arm. Again, left arm comes down. We're just coming side to side here. So being careful that the side that we are tipping on, that we're keeping that space there, right? We want to keep just elongating the reaching side. Stay with me. Keeping the knees behind the toes. A couple more times here. Come on, you guys are in this together, you and your baby. You guys are both strong enough to get through this. One more reach. Let's bring both arms up. Bring your hands to Anjali. Let's stand all the way up. Pivot those toes in. Shake it out. Maybe rock your baby side to side. Everything's okay. You guys we're gonna start cooling down now. So let's go ahead and heel toe the feet in very carefully. We're just gonna come right down to the mat here. So if you'd like, you can take a seat on your blanket or you can use your bolster. We're gonna sit in a Dandasana pose. So our legs are just gonna be stretched out in front of us. So you can move your block for now. Actually, let's bring our blocks to the side because we're gonna use them. And then let's just take a seat right on the edge of the blanket. Extend our feet just out in front of us. Make sure that we have enough space for our babies here. And it's nice to sit up on a blanket just because it helps you for that forward tilt, right? To get those hip bones, front thighs. So grab your blocks. We're just gonna have one block right in the center here on its tall setting, and then we're gonna grab the other block, and you can either have it tall on its side setting, or you can lay it flat. So whatever your ability is to come to the block, maybe it's on another tall setting. So you just wanna bring it up to the level where you think you can bring your forehead to it. So take a full deep breath here, and exhale. So shifting, hinging from the hips here, keeping a bend in the knees. We're just gonna bring our hands down to the thighs. We're just gonna bring our hands down the shins, and then exhale, lifting baby into the body. Just allow your third eye, so the center of your forehead, just to soften right onto the block. Keep breathing. Let your arms be heavy on your legs here. Maybe you can stretch your heels out just a little bit further, but don't push it. We want to find comfort here. Just a little cooling sensation. Think of lifting through the midline, lifting baby up. Allowing that to soften into your third eye just gives a sense of tranquility, so peace, and a feeling of calmness within the body and the mind. And stay here for a couple more breaths. Next inhale, very slowly begin just to roll your upper body all the way back to a seated pose. Sit up nice and tall for an inhale, and then exhale, release. Let's move our blocks You can move them behind you, just to the left. Let's bring our hands behind us. Bring the bottoms of the feet to the mat, and then knees are up, and we're just gonna sway those knees out side to side here. So very soft, slow movements. Nothing jerky, nothing too fast. Keep the shoulders pulling back. Just letting the hips relax here. Everything's just resettling. And then let's just come right back up. We're gonna grab our bolster again and then just sit right on top of our bolster for just a moment. So like we did in the beginning, but we're gonna bring our feet to Baddha Konasana. So we're gonna sit, bring our feet, the bottom of our feet to touch, let your knees fall out to the side. You can grab your blocks actually here and have them right underneath your knees if that feels good for you. So just to have a little bit of safety if this feels like your knees are just hanging out. You can have your feet forward here, that's perfectly fine. We just wanna find a sense of some comfort again. Let your hands just be soft on your knees. Take a breath, sit up nice and tall. And exhale. And we're just gonna think of lifting. So we're gonna do a little pelvic floor lifts here. So think of lifting up, almost that sense of an elevator hitting different floors. So we're gonna go 4 floors. So we're gonna think of lifting almost like we're lifting from the bolster up into our body. We're gonna go 4 floors here. So keep lifting through the count of 4, and then when we get to 4, we're gonna just relax those muscles slowly all the way right back to that first floor, and then you can take a breath. So these are those pelvic floor lifts, which is really very, very, very important for our bodies, just in general for everybody, but especially when you're pregnant, there's a lot of pressure. And then also for labor and delivery, you wanna have that connection with those muscles, but especially for after pregnancy, we wanna make sure it's nice and secure in there. So hands soft on the knees. Let's think of lifting. So deep, full breath in, lift first floor, second floor, third floor, and fourth floor. Hold, let your legs be soft. We're gonna begin to go right back down to third floor, second floor, and first floor, and then release everything. Take a breath. Let's do that again. Let's go up first floor, inhale, second, third, and fourth, lifting, and then release, third, second, and then first. Good, take a breath. And do this one more time together. Again, full breath in, let's go first floor, second, third, and fourth, and hold, and then begin to exhale back to third floor, second floor, and then first, and then release. Drop your chin down. Let's just roll the body just side to side, just swaying. You could bring your hands back to your baby, maybe rub your belly, let your baby know everything's okay, we're done. We made it through this crazy practice with Jade. Allow that energy, that heat from your hand just to marinate through your belly right down to your baby. And then we're gonna very carefully bring the knees back up. You can move your blocks. And then today, let's just go into a side pose on our bolster. So just bring your bolster behind you. We're gonna come right to the bottom of the bolster, have your knees bent, bring both knees are gonna be stacked on top of each other, and then just very carefully crawl yourself on your side body right into your bolster. And then use your arm as a pillow, find some comfort here. Just gonna be here for a few moments. You're always welcome to do this longer if you'd like. And for our final Savasana pose, just a time to rest, to surrender, to let any feelings go, any tensions in the face, the body. Just absorbing everything, letting everything just soak into the body, just allowing it to resonate. without judging it. Let the mind just settle here. Notice how the breath becomes more natural. Maybe your baby's moving around. Your little guy is finally being still. He's happy we're not moving anymore. Let the face feel like it's melting down into the bolster. The eyes be relaxed, even the eye sockets. Notice how they're heavier. Let the jaw just fall. Notice if the tongue is still clenching, allow your tongue just to hang. Again, you're welcome to stay here. You can pause the video and stay in Savasana with you and your baby. This is so relaxing and so important for you to find this time for you, for now, especially with your baby, but also for after. Always finding that time for stillness, to just breathe and let the body just completely surrender. Otherwise, very carefully, let's press into the floor and then let's just roll our bodies. Our head's gonna come last all the way up. And you guys made it through this practice. I'm so proud of you. Thank you so much for allowing me to guide you through this practice. I think we hit everything today pretty briefly, but we did get through it, and you guys are amazing for following me through this. So it's a beautiful journey, and I feel blessed to be here with you. Namaste. I hope I see you again.